What's going on, y'all? What's going on? We headed to Chicago, everybody. We headed to Chicago. Cheers. Good morning. Who's gonna be first up in here? Up in here. Who's gonna be first up in here? Up in here. Oh, no. There we go. Chat. Diane, hello. You're number one. Good morning. D. D. Hilda, welcome in. welcome in, y'all. I'm looking fly today. Keith Shoemaker, what's up? Barbara Shocker, good morning. Kathy, welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. Good morning, top of the freaking morning, too. Darlene, Darlene's in the house. She done got up this morning bright and early. Well, it's really not bright and early, but it is what it is. I need to clean my glasses, y'all. We've got to do a glass cleaning. Me eyeballs are dirty. Me eyeballs are dirty. Got a whole bag of these lens wipes. They're the best. They're the best thing since sliced bread. I think so. Yes, since sliced bread. Welcome into everybody on Facebook and Rumbles. Should be coming up here. Oh man, I can't see nothing now. Wowza. You don't realize just how bad your eyeballs are until you take your glasses off and you're like, whoa, I really am blind. I see more people coming in. K.A. Gator Girl in the house. How you doing? How you doing? Good morning, everybody. Sorry we didn't go live yesterday to give y'all updates. It was a little bit of a stressful day. Wyoming girl in the house. Karen, welcome in. David Young, welcome in. It's like walking out of the movie theater when you take your glasses off. I hear you. Pretty crazy. I'm like, whoa, you don't realize it exactly. Wow, Wes, how you doing, my brother? Praying for Hippie. Yes, everybody pray for Hippie. We got some updates, y'all. Judith, welcome in. We've got some updates, but I just want to get Rumble going. I think I scheduled it for 9:20 or 10:20 or whatever that 20 it is. Yeah, she's okay. She's was in the hospital. Um, but we'll get to that here just shortly. Shortly. Um, Party Bonza. Good morning. Good morning. I am gonna have to turn the camera around. I'm gonna take off driving. You guys want to see where we're going, right? Let's see here. Whoa. Carol Burton, good morning. 2 more days and I'll be home. Um, Hopefully it'll be sooner than that, but we'll see. I'm on my way that way. We're getting closer second. Every little second. Well, not as of right this second, but yeah. Yeah, everybody like and share. That's right. I'll put you guys like that so I can turn my camera around here. Settings, camera, action. Yeah, action. Back one. Back one. I put you guys on the little proper upper thing right there. Carrie in the house. How you doing? I put you guys on the little proper up thing right there. That way it keeps you guys nice and stable, not shaking you guys all up and everything like that. Please update. Hold on. Before you start driving, I can't hear crap in the couldn't hear crap last time. Yeah, I I'm waiting for one thing. Yeah, I'm waiting for one thing. Appreciate you dropping those links, Miss Wyoming girl. If you guys want to, you can donate to those links right there. We are going to be 100% viewer funded. Why does it say no sim available? What is up with that? Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. Um, why is it saying that? No, What's going on, y'all? I don't know why my phone keeps doing it. I think my SIM card's going bad on my phone or something. Can you guys hear me? It just came up on the screen, no SIM available. I'm like, what? Okay, you guys can hear me. Okay. Are you turning, bro? I can hear you. All right, all right. George Smith, welcome in. Yeah, that was weird. I don't know why it was doing that, but it was. Yeah, I just shut my phone off and turned it back on. Estua in the house. Sorry if I missed anybody. I've done that twice since I started the stream though. Can y'all hear me good? Hear me good? Everything's good. The wind is whipping over here, y'all. It's blowing us all over the road. We are cutting out across the lands today. Sound is good. All right. Rumble is live. Rumble is live, large and in charge, baby. That's right. Welcome in to everybody on Rumble and Facebook. You wanted to drive, Birdie? Well, heck, get on over here in the driver's seat. I'll let you drive. We could switch while we're going down the road. I ain't saying that I've ever done that before. Where's Joe been? I'm not sure. I know that he was down in LA for like a little while with the protest down there. I'm not sure what he's got going on now. Probably working. Oh man, he drove semis for 30 years. This one's not hard to drive. It's like driving a Cadillac. Miss Jerry, good morning to you. Top of the morning. Welcome in. Oh man, the wind is a whipping, y'all. I don't got no weight on here. Well, I got a little bit, but not very much. I'm hauling insulation. It's not. Hello, Stua. Yeah, it's an automatic. It's like driving a Cadillac. You just put her in gear and go. Idaho Nancy in the house. Good morning to you. Whoa. We're gonna move over in the other lane, y'all. Maybe it'll tip this trailer a little bit in the into the wind. Go to a Cubs game. I don't go to any games. I don't know why. We are waiting for something here, y'all. Hold up. Hold up, hold up. Yeah, it's supposed to be snowing here today too. So I'm gonna hit it at some point. We are gonna hit it at some point, 5 to 8 inches. Oh man. So now in the house, how you doing? How you doing? What's going on? Yeah, I said hey. We're just out here traveling around, getting her DUN done. DUN done. Renee, hello, hello. We will get to that shortly, Miss Renee. I will let y'all know here just in just a few. Yeah, is Hippie Mama in here? Your cabin has 3 feet by now? Oh my God. I didn't see Hippie Mama. 3 feet of snows. Hopefully we don't get blowed over. Yeah, hopefully we don't get blowed over today. The wind is live today. I actually don't think I got enough weight on here as of right now. Let's see how much weight we got on this bad boy. Do do do. We got 10,000 pounds, which is not very much. Grand total 10,187 pounds. Send some snow down to Texas? Heck yeah. My goodness. Doing an interview? What the heck? She didn't tell me nothing about that and everything like that. What do you guys think about old Elon and investigations? Or not the DEI, but the USAID stuff. Did you know they're wanting to do $47,000 for a transgender opera in Colombia? What do y'all think about that? $32,000 for a transgender comic book in Peru. Wow. $70,000 for production of DEI musical in Ireland. 1.5 million dollars to advance DEI in Serbia's workplace. That's just some of them, y'all. I think it was like $2 million to for Sesame Street in Iraq. What the? I don't see. Hmm, that shit pisses me off, guys. I'm sorry to say it that way, but that's where your tax dollars are going. Uh, yeah, and $59 million for hotels for the illegals in New York from FEMA. If that don't piss you off, I don't know what would. Uh, where where's all the help for North Carolina, Tennessee, all the places affected by the hurricanes, and then for California and Maui or whatever it was in Hawaii that burned up? Like, where's all the money for them for to help them rebuild and all that? That's crazy. If that stuff don't piss you off, I don't know what would. That's absolutely wild. Yeah, they're still intense. Every American should be pissed off right now over that. And these people are trying to these Democrats are trying to block him from block Elon from finding all this out. I wonder why. Do you think any of that money is going to go to what it's signed up to go to, like Sesame Street or a transgender comic book? Do you really think that that's going to happen? That's so crazy. GG Trish, hello, welcome in. Like, that money ain't going to for no transgender comic book or whatever else they're talking about, or condoms to Gaza. That ain't happening. I know where that money's going. Right back to whoever's pockets, and that's ridiculous. That is our taxpayer money that should be helping the people of America, and it's getting thrown every which way except for helping Americans. You believe it'll be reversed? Yeah, it probably will, but how much has already been, you know what I mean? How much has already been gone out there that we'll never see again? Billions of dollars. Deep, deep pockets. There ain't no doubt about it. That's right, Renee. There's no help for our veterans or our elderly people. They don't. They were saying they don't have money for the elderly people. Like what? How? But you have money to fund a transgender comic book. Old Uncle Bill, welcome in. What did you say? But Nancy gets her ice cream and vodka. It's absolutely bullshit, you guys. I'm sorry about my language, but that pisses me off. Like, and if Trump wouldn't have won and didn't appoint Elon to go look through their books. You know what I mean? Like all that money would just be sent out and then returned right back to somebody's pocket. Politician, Politicians just get richer. There ain't no doubt about it. And I've said this a lot, y'all, that America is a business, right? It needs to be ran like a business. We don't need career politicians. We don't need people in there that are in there with a say they make 150,000, $200,000 a year as their but they get millionaires. How does that work? Trump is a businessman. Trump is going to run this country like a business, and that's the way it needs to be. There needs to be accountability for all the money going out and all the money coming in. It's absolutely crazy. These Democrats and some of them are Republicans that are getting kickbacks too. I'm sure. Uh, It's it's absolutely the politicians. There needs to be term limits on these people. There shouldn't be they shouldn't be becoming multimillionaires from being a politician. Hell, I could go do it for a lot cheaper than what they're doing it. He is a businessman. I've said it for years. Like, so America is a business. Trump is a businessman. He's going to run America like a business, and that's what will make America great again. That's what needs to happen, right? Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. And then to find out all this USAID stuff. Oh my God, that's just so ridiculous. And that's just the tip of the iceberg, y'all. That ain't even half the stuff that has been found, uh, or gonna be found what they was doing. There's a lot of people I think that's gonna be in trouble over this, and that's why they don't want Elon in there, and that's why they don't want Trump in there, because they don't want their their what is it, their milk cow to go dry. Let's say that's it's absolutely crazy. We need term limits in our government, just like the presidency. They have term limits. There's no getting around it. Every other part of the government needs to have term limits too. Leopard baby, welcome in. Can you guys hear me good enough? I'm just ranting today. I will give you some updates here in a little bit about Hippie and some of the J6ers. They can't stop the truth. That's right, Astua. Loud and clear. Thank you, Carol. I'm just it just pisses me off to see this stuff. Like, all of American tax dollars are just being wasted. They're not there to help Americans. That's what our tax dollars are meant to help. this country, and they're not helping this country. They're about to, but as of right now, they're going to go fund a transgender comic book. If that one right there, I mean, if that don't piss you off, I don't know what would. I'm sorry to tell these Democrats, but there's only two genders these days. Oh, there you go. Get out of the way. And they lie to our face, no doubt. Melody, you can't hear me? You got to turn your volume all the way up. It's absolutely sickening to see our money just being wasted. It burns your biscuits, I bet. And then these lefties are gonna fight against Elon finding this stuff out, or us as Americans finding this stuff out. And they're just regular people that are pissed off about it. That are pissed off about them going through this stuff and finding this stuff. Why are they pissed off about it? It's their tax dollars too that are going to fund. They condone, you know, transgender stuff. You know, that's probably why they want a transgender comic book. Justin, welcome in. Did Hippie come in? Hold on, babe. Yes, we all been praying for Miss Hippie. No doubt about it. TDS has spread to EDS. Oh, Elon derangement syndrome. That's so funny, old Uncle Bill. I just keep seeing all these videos about this stuff, and I'm like, oh my god, like, how much money can you absolutely fill your pockets full of until you? I like, how much do you need? Do they absolutely need to become multimillionaires? Like, it's absolutely crazy. What I watched this video, and and it was saying like, if we as American people did anything like that, like what they're doing with the USDIA, uh, we would be tried and charged for stealing, right? Or money laundering, or whatever you call it. but it's okay for them to do it. They're stealing from the American people. And these lefties don't get it. They don't get it. Like just the regular people still voting for them. They don't. Why? How do they not see that it is not okay? I don't. I'm absolutely stumped about it. Like I'm like, whoo, boy, a little hot about that one. I'm a little hot about that one. Uh oh. Everybody. Let's welcome to the stage our beautiful guest, the one, the only hippiest mama ever. Oh,
Hey,
man,
hold on.
she is all beautiful and everything. You know?
Yeah, bad signal.
There she is, all beautiful and everything.
Hold on.
I got a bad signal.
Mhm.
Hey, there's the little boy. I was ranting while you was busy.
Yeah, I was busy. Figured somebody would call me. You're not playing with the stuff. Let them know. Oh, oh. Ew, don't put that in your mouth, you weirdo. Budgie, no, no.
What's he got?
My band-aid.
Oh, that's gross.
It's not really a band-aid, but it was from my IV. Let me have that.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. hmm
Yeah,
Well,
there's
that
the
was
beautiful hippiest mama ever. That dang
so.
wind is gonna push me off the road.
I just did phone interview with the. I can't see the comments, so sorry, guys. Um, with the health department because Giardia is obviously a big deal. So basically, what happened is, I mean, they all are. Anytime you get something like that, so how they end up at a carrot
Well,
recall
hold
is
on a minute. Hold on a minute.
what?
Before you go into that, why don't you tell them what happened? Because most of them don't know. I haven't mentioned anything about it.
Oh, I put it on Facebook. I don't know if you ever published it, but I put it
Well, I
on
did, but
Facebook.
some of the people on here don't go to Facebook or
Legend.
whatever.
Oh
So,
my gosh, that's good. He keeps stopping the thing. Oh, you know what? I have his phone, so I can look at the comments. Hold on.
wow, Wes, we love you too, brother,
Um.
and
All right, now I
everybody
can
else in
see.
here. Patriot
Okay.
Mama K.
All right, you're gonna have to stop doing all that if you want me to talk, because you're gonna keep getting me
No,
off track.
But anyways, go ahead.
So yeah, I ended up in the hospital because I was sick. Basically, what happened was I woke up on Sunday at 4:30 in the morning. I was in the bathroom and then proceeded to continue to throw up. Nothing because I have had nothing to eat in I don't even know how long. So I called D and I was like, I am really sick. I think I need to go to the hospital. So I called a friend or I messaged a friend that's watched Legend for me in the past one time, like the first time I ever left him for like 5 hours. Oh no. You say, help, mama. You say, please. Yeah, thank you. He said, please. Can you say hello?
Hello, little boy.
He can't hear you, but
Oh,
anyway. So I asked her if she would watch him, even though he had just been getting over getting sick, and told her he's been fever free for 24 hours. By the time we leave, he'll be fever free for 24 hours, and he stayed that way, so that was good. And so I dropped him off there after getting us all ready, and then went to the hospital that was close to them, which is 20 minutes from here. So I did that, and you know, I I'm going to tell you guys, I am uninsured. I don't really care that people know that. I guess I don't really. It's a personal choice. It's something that I chose to do. I didn't even know. I actually had insurance till December, apparently. You don't think something like this will happen to you, right? And I don't know that that's the responsible thing to do now looking back. But I went in there and told him my symptoms. Didn't tell him how long I'd been dealing with it at first because I didn't want them to think that this wasn't a serious issue. But I had been working with a private doctor person, and she had given me some recommendations. But based on what I was saying, when I emailed her back, she was like, you probably need to go to the ER. So when you can't keep food down and you are putting it out faster than you can get it in, read into that what you will. That um, isn't good. So no matter how much you try to stay hydrated, you're usually out. You can't quite keep up. So they went in, they did blood work, they did a CAT scan with contrast. They ended up doing a stool sample, apparently. So, by the way, if you're ever sick for more than, like, if you have diarrhea for more than 24 hours and you're going multiple times, you need to probably see a doctor. I know that sounds weird, but, and when you research it, it says, oh, if you have it, no, because you probably have something. That's the reality of it. So that's how I was talking about those recalls. But anyway, the hospital they actually were great, but they were slow at everything they did. Um, my appendix was enlarged and looking not so good, but they treated me with antibiotics to keep that at bay. Opted not to have surgery. It will eventually have to come out since this is my second time that's happened. So I was really sick. I feel a little bit better. So they have me on a medication called metronidazole. I'm not thrilled about antibiotics, but they're there for a reason. Um, and then I'm taking all these other like probiotic supplements, like special times in the day to make sure that I don't ruin my GI tract. And hopefully, when all this is done and over with, that I will still not feel what I was feeling. Like I'm really hoping that this is the issue, right? Because I was like, so that's it. That's the issue. I thought I was dying, and lo and behold, I was not. Now, for those that don't know, I feel like I've been sick since December. So Legend and I were eating those carrots that were part of the recall, but what I found out is a lot of times if they're cooked, you don't get that bacteria. That was not a Giardia recall though. That was an E. coli recall. Did I get tested? No. Should I have? Yes. And what the health department told me is if you get one issue, that weakens your immune system and makes you more susceptible to another because your immunity is not building back up after a situation like that. So we had to walk
So,
through this 20-minute phone call about where I've been, who I've talked, and they're recommending that D because he is a truck driver and he goes all over, that likely you could be a carrier and not know it. You can be symptomatic or asymptomatic. I
so,
did mention our previous dog who did have Giardia. She does not think that that's the issue. Um, but there's been weirder things happen.
let them know what Giardia
For
is, I
some
guess.
reason, you're real
You know what I
quiet
mean?
all of a
Because
sudden.
some people,
I can't hear you.
I don't know.
Oh,
This
there you are.
headset's a piece of junk.
I know. I'm so
The
sorry.
headset's a piece of junk.
I hear you now. So what were you saying? Sorry.
I said, so let them know uh, what was wrong with you, like the Giardia. That they don't,
Oh
or
yeah, I had
some of
Giardia.
them.
I didn't know I didn't mention it. Sorry. Yep. So
So
I
what
thought I
is
said that.
Giardia?
I thought
That's
I
what
said.
they like.
Oh,
No.
it's a parasite, and it actually lives a lot longer than most. It stays in your system for a lot longer. So if you are asymptomatic and don't get treated because you don't know you have it, it could live months inside your body, um, without you ever knowing it, and you could, unbeknownst to you, pass it to others. Now, how is it passed from a human to another human? Poop, you not washing your hands properly, um, that type of thing. So you go to the bathroom, you don't wash your hands. I know that's really gross to think, but when you deal with
I
kids
always
and
wash my
babies
hands.
and
I don't know.
stuff like that, some people don't think about it, that way. Or they touch something and you touch a door handle, you touch
Right.
and somebody else has. So as you leave the restroom, it's very transmissible, I guess, that way. I don't know how much of whatever you would need for that to happen. Also, consuming raw uncooked food, so vegetables, carrots, your lettuce, your all the stuff you would eat raw in your refrigerator, could also potentially be a cause. Um, so it's a parasite. Actually, a lot of dogs get it, I guess, because it lives, it's always in the ground, or it's always, I don't know how it's always in the ground, but dogs always, I mean, Roman had, yeah. Then I mentioned that to her, but she did not think that was likely. Neither did the hospital that the last time he was here at this house was in July of last year. The other thing is water sources that are contaminated. So, even though you think it's winter, like Legend and I went to an indoor park that had a water feature. And even though they're chlorinated, if they're not chlorinated properly, um, you can get contaminated from there. And I'm going to tell you, this would be now, that is not the case. It's not where I got Giardia from because I had it prior to going to that. So, no, please don't stick your hand in my drink. I don't like that. Um, I'm not looking at the comments. So let me just get through this real quick. So, we went to Port Discovery the last week of January. It was a Wednesday. So I'd already had symptoms at that point when Dee had come home. In fact, it was really weird. I did mention the one restaurant I went to, but I told them I ate all fried food. There was nothing raw that I consumed except their mayo. But I let her know that. I told her I don't think that that's where it was from because I was already having symptoms, I think. Um, so, with that being said, when you go to a water feature like an indoor water park or an outdoor water park, or even if you think it's chlorinated and treated water, the reality is that they're not treating it correctly. You're susceptible to getting any of these things, right? The reason I know that is because my firstborn daughter, Ayana, was sick for a very, 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 very long time. I mean, diarrhea so bad that it filled her car seat. I mean, we couldn't go anywhere. We couldn't function like normal people. We tested her. She went to multiple different hospitals. I don't even remember them doing a stool sample out of all of that. They did do some, but they were looking for blood and other things. And then finally, Delaware hospital, because I was sick of not having answers. I was like, this is not a normal way to live, and you have to advocate for your children. Ultimately, she had a parasite and picked it up at Six Flags in Maryland when we were at a water park. They're playing in the water, they put their hand in their mouth, boom, that's how they get it. Even though it's chlorinated, if it's not properly treated and you have other people that have pooped in the water or done anything in the water and they have it, you can get it. I know that's really disgusting and it weirds people out, but did you know you can get botulism from the ground? He's like, you let your son play in the dirt? I was like, well, yeah. She's like, did you know you can get botulism from the dirt? I was like, no. So she's like, I know, we used to drink out of water hoses and all that stuff. I'm like, for the love, you can't do anything anymore. um, so I'm looking at the comments. Right, yeah. So they're all saying, so Justin, thank you for sending me that. I actually need to take ox bile because I don't have my gallbladder, and apparently, because I don't have my gallbladder, I don't make certain enzyme or enough bile or enough enzymes to break down certain types of meal, high fat meals being one of them. And so I put a strain on my liver by doing that, and that this new doctor has said, well, that's a big no no. So we're working through some things, okay, guys? Um, and most people probably wouldn't even tell anybody this because it's so gross and but the reality is, if you don't tell people and they don't know, and we have a platform, then what are we doing? I mean, maybe this is God's way of saying sometimes you need to be humbled. And I have never been one to talk about my bathroom-ish things. Okay, that's private. I have told T
About
more than
what?
I've bathroom stuff. I don't,
Oh
I
yeah.
don't, I don't, we don't, no, that's, I just went to the bathroom. I don't discuss what I did. And so this situation has led me to let D know about more things than he's ever wanted to
I
know.
didn't want to know about them. None of them.
I wanted him to understand the severity of the situation.
And I
So
told her, I
anyway,
understand. Just go deal with it, though. And when she went to the doctor, like she went to the ER, y'all, and I was like, okay, you're going to the ER. You dropped Legend off, whatever. I'm gonna take a nap. I'm gonna go to sleep. I gotta work late. You know what I mean? The next that night or whatever. So I'm asleep, and then she finally calls me, and she's like, well, they're admitting me. I was like, what? Wait, what? And I was still half asleep, and like, oh my god,
he freaked out.
I just freaked out because like, Legends at a babysitter, the dogs are in the
Yeah,
crates, and
yeah.
I was just
It
like,
was,
what do we do? You know?
yeah.
So Andy,
But I will say that led to me knowing, again, God works in mysterious ways, guys. You have to trust and just know that whatever happens, happens for a reason. Even if it's not the pleasant experience we would like to think that that's how we're supposed to live, right? That God has never promised that we will have a perfect, healthy, non-tribulation style life. That's just not possible. So you go through these things. I'm going to tell you, I was really getting to the point where I was depressed. I couldn't function. I was sick. I couldn't even take a basket of laundry from downstairs to upstairs. I mean, I did, but it was exhausting. My house is a total wreck for me. Most people would say this
yeah, and
isn't
it
bad,
better be
but
cleaned up time I get home, girl.
so anyway, it's very defeating. And I talked to a couple of people, they know who they are, and I was like, dude, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, if this is a lifelong condition, I'm struggling. Like, this is not what I expected for D to come home, is to have to take care of me. Because I thought I had like bowel disease or some cancer, or you begin to wonder, right? So ultimately, in all their findings, there are some lymph nodes that are swollen in my intestines that are pretty pronounced. But what they said is this should result it, and they want to do a redo of a CAT scan in 3 to 6 months just to make sure. Because if not, then they have to look at what else might be going on. But we'll have to cross that bridge when we get there. It's not anything to worry about at this point. Um, but I feel good that God, that this is the one thing. I mean, yeah, it's an ugly thing and it's something that you don't really want to have to deal with because, uh, and thank God I don't do a lot. I don't work in the food industry. Legend doesn't go to daycare. So that prevented any chance of spreading uh, anything in that category. So that's pretty good. Now we just wait for the medicine and make sure that it does its job and hopefully everything will return to normal as I once lived prior. Or as normal as it get. Maybe a little healthier because I'll make better choices about certain things. Yeah, streams are real. Yeah, right.
Oh, Wes
Um,
says
I
he says take a shot of
yes.
whiskey every day.
um, okay, guys. So we have to be careful what lingo we put in our chat. So if somebody deletes something, please don't take it personally. There are certain things we cannot supposedly say. You have to be delicate. I am aware about certain things that are available to me. I opted not to do that, and I should have. Again, we are not medical professionals, you guys. So anything that we say on this channel, I always advise people to talk to their doctors or their medical professionals. If there's a word that's mentioned here or a supplement that's mentioned here, um, we are not professional.
We are
I
not
think that
professionals,
I
and
think
this
that
is a
disclaimer kind
disclaimer.
of nips some of that in the butt that we won't have to worry about getting dinged for. Apparently, YT likes to ding people for certain things. Um, so just keep that in mind. We're telling about our personal experience, what has worked for me, and that's how we're going to present it. Okay. So it's okay. Most people don't even know or realize. I didn't know actually Wyoming is the one that had to teach me. She called me. I forgot what we were talking about in chat. She's like, "Oh, you can't. You got to be careful what you say." And I was like, "Really? Like that's crazy." Like, but we know how these things work. So if I mention anything that I take personally, it's for me. It's what's worked for me. It's what's working for me. Or what's been recommended to me by a medical
Or
professional, in fact.
prescribed, or prescribed,
Yeah, or
basically.
prescribed. Yeah. Well, the medical professional I work for, I mean, I use full script now, guys, and so she recommended. Legend's trying to stand in my boots. It's so cute. What are you doing? You wearing mama's boots? So, yeah, let's just see. And I should have probably just taken that because actually it's a lot safer. But, you know, um, okay, I'll have to look into the copper thing. I am looking into a proper filtration system somebody recommended. Not that I think it came from our public water, but hey, there's been weirder things that happen. Also, that brings me back to the phone call with the lady. So ultimately, how you get a recall in a vegetable or a bad water source or whatever is this happens, right? And so they take all this information down. You have to answer a bunch of questions, and then your poop goes to their office and gets whatever they do to find out the strain and all this. Uh-oh, did you fall down? Do you need help? Um, and so if somebody else has a similar situation and it alerts their system that it's happened, then they know they need to look into it. So basically, enough people call in or have bad test results, and their little data fingers or algorithm show that there's an issue with E. coli, for example, like the carrots back in December. Now, she told me that probably isn't from that, but she said because I was still symptomatic from it, it's just could have been that I had one and got the other, and the other one went away and the other one didn't. She said most people can clear these things by themselves, um, but sometimes you can't. Which one, buddy? Halloween? Katie? Yes, he's so cute. But anyway, so that is what I did with her as a phone interview with answering all the questions.
Patriot Mama K is so funny.
Ugh, bless this
And
TV
no,
and
I
this
don't
remote.
think I'm gonna miss the snowstorm Be for Freedom. I think I will be
No, you're
heading up
probably gonna
here
drive
at
right
some
into
point
it. I'm
today,
thinking,
or
yeah.
either today or tomorrow.
Hmm.
They want me to deliver this load in Indiana, but I don't think that's going to be the case. I think we're going to take this truck to the yard and tell them to. I mean, I might deliver it. I don't know,
What is wrong,
but I
Legend?
don't think they're going to take it today. It's not scheduled until tomorrow. So that trucker broke down right there.
What do you want, Leggy? So I am feeling a little bit better. I actually have an appetite now, which is something I haven't had in a while. I didn't eat for since Saturday all the way to Monday, like nothing. I was not allowed to eat anything. I could have a sip of water with medication. That was it. They did have an IV, but they kept stopping the IV, and then they were wondering why I was dehydrated. I'm like, cause you keep stopping the IV. They're like, well, your sugar's low. I'm like, I haven't eaten in 3 days. What do you expect it to be? It has nothing to work on. Um, so
Wyoming girl, I don't know what I will be renting.
mommy shoe,
I
mommy's
do got to
black
rent
shoe,
a vehicle to get home, y'all.
and that leads me to the next thing.
So yeah,
Thank you to all the people that have prayed and sent me messages and checked on me. And then this whole situation has let me know that we really do have a village, even though, um, you don't think you do, or you have
an
mostly
army.
virtual. The reality is there were people that came and helped me and were just absolute godsends, and there are people that, like, I mean, with Legend, that lady, she was willing to watch him, and super nice lady. And she has a 21-month old, I think it is. I think
Yeah,
David's
I was
21
telling
months.
everybody that he was like 2 months or something. I didn't know exactly. I was guessing 2 months older than Legend. But
I think he's about 3 months old. His birthday is like end of March, I think. So in Legends is the beginning of July, so April. Oh yeah, so they're solid 3 months difference for sure. And then they invited us to a Valentine's Day party on Friday. They're gonna do cake pops and
and
little
B,
pizzas, and
anything
so
that is donated does help. I'm just gonna say that for sure. Um,
so the rental is covered, is what I'll say.
yeah,
Now
the
yeah,
rental
the
has
rental is
been
covered.
covered
Yeah,
by
and God bless that person. I don't like to put
yes.
people's. I know some people.
I'm
I will say there are some people that have been there for us for a long time, and um there are just so many, and there's several people, I would say, and I just it never ceases to amaze you how blessed you are. And this is a new endeavor for us, but this is something we've never done. I sent Dee a TikTok video about a lady that her and her husband had worked jobs. They were miserable. Their relationship was falling apart. They weren't listening to God. They gave up everything to start that kitchen.
yeah, it's
Um,
they
that is
feed
this,
like
yeah,
40 kids a day.
yeah.
And then now
And they're just
they're leaving
trusting in
that
the
one
Lord.
going and then traveling
Yeah.
around feeding different people.
But I sent that to you because they also were at the 9 to 5. They were miserable. They weren't happy, and they just felt like God was calling them to something else. And here's the deal, guys. Deacon think he's coming home for live streaming and doing different endeavors that way, but God could be calling him and using him in another way too. So we just have to have our ears and hearts open and ready to serve him and trust that he's going to provide. And the people that say otherwise or don't think that's a good idea, yeah, job security is great, right? That's the reality, is you feel like you're secure in your job. But what is it to be away from your, 3,000 miles away or 2,000 miles away, and you're sitting in a truck for 24 or 36 hours because you have no loads? You might as well be home, you know? So, uh-oh.
And it's not just truck drivers. It's like anybody who travels for work.
I need to brush my hair, wash it actually. Holy
It's
cow.
pretty tough. Like, and I've been
So,
doing this. I've been driving a truck for seems like ever, like 21 years, something like that. So,
yeah, I was going to say, I know you keep saying 20, but I think you've said 20 since I've met you. So I
and
think
B,
we're a little
the
past the
mods
20.
are dropping the links in the chat. If you do want to donate, you could go to Cash App Master Grifter. That is Master Grifter. You can donate there, or Venmo, or Zelle, or
Oh, and then the
any of
negative
that.
thing that happened.
So,
So while I was in the hospital, I had to have my wallet because I actually, so okay, back to the whole uninsured thing. So I was insured. So basically, the guy from the hospital was like, "Hey, we think we can get you covered on this plan," and I was like, "Okay." So I started filling out the application with him. He's working on it. He's been calling me, asking for different bits of information, and I've submitted all of that. So I don't cross my fingers anymore. The Lord has it. If it's meant to be covered, that hospital bill would be covered. This guy seems to think it will be. So I'll have very little out pocket, but you never know. There could be one day covered and another day covered. But they have some magic way of doing it, and I let it be in his hands. So that is good news. Um, and then while I was there, I had $150 cash in my wallet. Why, people ask? Because somebody gave it to me, two different people actually, and I was saving it to get my kids Valentine's Day stuff. That was what I was going to use when I went to the store and got them, I don't know, a little teddy bear and a candy or something. Not that I needed $150, but you see my point. And then I was going to put the rest in the bank, put it to the credit card. And Well, I had it when I first went to the hospital. I checked it. I made sure it was in there. It was in there. When I was in the one room, it was in there. I was in the other room. I kept checking. It was there. When I went up to my room, the actual room, I checked my wallet. It was there. And then the next morning, it was gone. Now, I did sleep with my wallet under my pillow. So I know it wasn't an overnight situation unless somebody's that damn good. But I have a feeling it was a housekeeping person. She actually looked at me and I felt weird the way she was looking at me. And I said, wonder why she's staring at me like that. And the way she slid her card on the, so they have to fill out the little card that says their name and stuff. And she didn't really come near me. Like, I don't even know what she did in there besides take the trash out and kind of sweep. But I went to the bathroom at one point. I don't remember if she was in there or not. But anyway, $150 was taken out of my wallet. All my cards and all my IDs were there because, you can't really get away with that anymore because the minute you have a charge that isn't yours, you call and they cancel it. And we all know what hassle that is. And that's unfortunate that it happened. I feel like I should have done something differently, but I wasn't allowed to take my wallet to the truck. And I also was a little nervous about keeping it in the truck as it was. Uh, Somebody that came and visited me said, "Oh, I should have taken it and held on to you." It didn't occur to me. So you can think about all those things and try to plan accordingly. But I was sick. I didn't think about it. So it's very sad
Barbara
that,
Tucker says that hospital's good for that.
yeah, I bet it is. I don't doubt it. It has been reported. I ultimately said something to my nurse. And then the security guy had asked. Um,
Look at this guy. He's just
so
creep.
there's nothing you're going to be able to really do to get it back. But I guess if there's a pattern of behavior, is what I was told. Um, Somebody actually recognized, they were like, well, there's a pattern of behavior, then they can, kind of track it and at least, see if it's that person. So I thought maybe it'll help somebody else if that is the case that's happening. It's really sad that it happened and people think that and especially preying on somebody that's sick. Um, it's just sad. I don't know. That's just
Wes, you
unfortunate.
are amazing. God bless you, sir.
Um, so what do you do? I just know what Dee said. Well, obviously they needed it more than we did. And Um, I thought maybe by chance it fell out, but the way I had it in there it was tucked. You know what I mean? It wasn't going to be easy to come out like if I just
And it
opened it
zips
and it fell
closed.
out.
It's not
Yeah, it
like
zips
it.
closed. Yeah, it was secure. I felt comfortable having it in there. I was so upset when it was gone because I had saved that money. And I was proud of myself for saving that money. So what do you do? Um, except pray about it, and that's all I can do. But uh So yeah, I
That's
feel
all
better.
he can do.
I think so far I can eat and I don't feel like I'm gonna throw up. Yesterday was not so good. When I got home, I felt whoa, buddy, you better be careful, you crazy boy. Do you need help? Say help. Yes, he says. Yes, okay. Mommy help you. You silly boy. We gotta go let Dozy in. Ugh. You wanna go that way? You silly boy.
So
Oh,
ultimately,
careful.
the babysitter,
And she
she
did it for
watched
free, by the way.
Legend overnight for free,
Yeah.
which was a blessing. They actually
How do
went
you
to
keep
our house.
falling?
Uh oh. They actually went to
You,
our
this kid.
house and got the pup, which is Dozer, and
I'm
went and
gonna
took
bust your
him to
tail
their
for that.
house.
He keeps knocking
So,
Legend over. It drives me nuts. He's such a bruiser. But I need him to understand that he's got to watch out for Legend. Sorry.
bruh.
Um, yeah, my suggestion was that we get him a gift card for to their favorite restaurant or whatever, and then I would watch
Bruh.
their son when I felt better. Um,
Bruh.
so Dozer, it's not time for you to eat again. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to go somewhere with that.
But anyways, so that's
Legends, where's your cup?
all the things about
Where's your cuppies?
the hippiest mama ever, y'all. I
Yeah.
was stressing out. Like oh my god.
Dude, I really thought I was like sick, you know what I mean, at sick, sick. Like I was just like, man, this can't be happening.
when
And
you're like 2,000 miles away
it was,
and
but
get a
looking
phone
back, I
call
think.
that you're going to the hospital and it just, oh my God.
But I think looking back that the Lord needed us to go through that so we could see that we do actually have people that can be there for us. I have somebody for Legend more than I ever thought before. We do have somebody for the dogs that in the grand scheme of things, you
In the
have more than you
margins.
realize,
Right.
you know, which I would have never thought that I had some of that available to me.
And Miss
You want
Harley is
this?
still at the sitter.
Yeah, she's actually at my ex-husband's house
Yeah, she's
with
at Leah's
Leah.
house.
And at first he was a little hesitant, and rightfully so. He's not, doesn't want to take care of a nobody wants to take care of a dog if they don't have to, or if they don't choose to. And so that but then I said, well, how about this? What if I got somebody for Dozer if you could take Harley? Because Harley just doesn't, she's questionable around other dogs unless you introduce her a certain way. So that is ultimately what we decided to do. And then I called him and said, hey, I'm not, having to stay in the hospital anymore. How do you want to do Harley? He's like, well, how about you're still not 100%, which I'm not, and all that. And he's like, why don't I keep her until Wednesday? And then I'll bring her back to you. I was like, oh, okay, great. So Dozer is not happy about it. But that is
Dozer was looking for Harley last
yeah,
night when
yeah,
we got home.
he's been looking for her. He barked at the back door and everything. It's kind of sad. I gotta clean this couch, man. Eh. But yeah, that's how life works, you guys. You over
The lowdown.
yeah.
Yeah, the lowdown.
Hey, hey, I'm just coming in. My daughter had Giardia for a year before we figured it out. You can get it from turtles or reptiles. My daughter had played with her brother's turtle. Oh, wow. God seemed to put us through things. And Ridgeline, I heard you were another resource as well. Um, so it just goes to show, and not that you think that you don't, you just know that you don't want to be a burden to other people, right? And so you know different people that are going through different things or how far they live away, and like, is that really the right thing to do? And um but it all worked
And then Miss
out.
Glory B went and took Hippie some chapstick
Yeah, I needed some
the
chapstick.
night that she went to the hospital, the night that they admitted her, and then came back the next day when they was letting her out too. So
Yeah, I didn't know everybody wanted to know that, but yes, I did. That's why I just didn't say her name. But yeah, she was amazing. And by the way, you guys, she has these amazing cough drops. And they don't just work for cough drops. Like if you just need your mouth like kind of moistened, I hate that word. Uh
moistened.
yeah, then they work great. They're from thieves or something like that. There's some kind of thieves or like these little balls, and oh my God, they're miracle workers, let me tell you. Apparently Brooke got them. So I'll have to get like find out what they are, how you they're I think the name brand is thieves, like all natural or something, but yeah, and the village showed up, that is for sure. They definitely did. Glory B is she's amazing, guys. She's got such a humble heart, and she has such a heart for service. And I don't know if a lot of people see that unless you personally know her. And I just think she's what do you want, buddy? It's all gone. Your chicken's still there though.
And everybody was calling and checking on you, and
Oh yeah, yeah, I didn't
praying
I
for
was like
you, and
and then my granddaughter, I haven't gotten an update. I texted my son last night. As far as I know, they still haven't texted me. He was in the same hospital that I was um, in the pediatric floor. She was on yesterday, 14 liters of high flow oxygen. The regular flow was not working for her, and they had her on antibiotics. And she was improving because he came down to see me. Um, so I'm praying that that situation is improving. But she had pneumonia, basically. She had the flu, influenza A, and then she got pneumonia. So, um, yeah, it's been a journey. Are you there?
Oh, thanks, Wild West. Yeah, I'm here. Just cruising along.
Yeah, Stormtrooper went home. Uh, he says just keep an eye out and watch for his next up and coming journey and thing that he's going to do. The secondary diagnosis. So I had appendicitis, and then I also have giardia. So, and then they're just going to watch those lymph nodes to make sure that they rectify themselves. And that hopefully we'll know within a week or so. Some people said it could take a little bit longer for my system to go back to normal because um, it's been so long, and giardia is kind of rough, and because I've this is probably the second bug or parasite that I got. So it takes a little bit more time for you to bounce back. But I'm taking all these probiotics, like high end probiotics, not your. Apparently, it matters, guys. I'm taking two different kinds actually. What's the one? Oh, where's
Yeah, we was
Letchy? What did you do with my
Amber. We was
bottle?
gonna talk about that also
What was that?
about Daniel Ball got
Oh
out
yeah,
released on bail. Yeah. Um. So
yeah. Thieves by Young Living. That's what they were. Yeah,
let's see. I
Amby, we
have a
need to do
list.
that. I was working on all of that stuff prior to me getting sick. Is basically on every video that D does, there will be his how to find him, how to donate, how to help fund the business, the journey. I just I literally had no energy to do much of anything. He lost one of my bottles. I'm gonna have to find it.
That's kind
And
of
I've
what
got to
like when
vacuum.
I get home. When I do get home, I'm gonna take a week and get everything like in order, like especially like my X channel, and then like we need to get Twitch going and like all these other all this stuff and get it all organized to where it's effective. You know what I mean? That's what that's what my plans are when we get home. When I get home, I guess.
Okay, I'll definitely look that up. So, guys, just have to be careful. Certain words, the YT does not like. That being one of them. So, if your comment gets deleted when you mention those type of things, we know how they don't like it. The only reason I even know that it's true is because somebody shared with me that they actually got dinged for spreading misinformation about those type of things. We are not medical professionals. What we say works for us or has not worked for us is our own personal journey and not medical advice. So yes, those are type of things that would work or could work for people. But apparently YT doesn't like it very much. So um, don't feel like you're being targeted by getting deleted. Unfortunately, it's so we don't get dinged. And right now we cannot afford a strike. Okay. We're a
Not
little
at
bit
all.
too much tied up into what YouTube, you guys. um, so we would like to just not do that. But I think as long as you put out a disclaimer, that helps. But we'll see. And then there's another comment. I don't know what wellness company did you anybody ever check out the or purchase from the wellness company? I purchased from Earthly Wellness products. Very happy with her stuff. And then I also use full script, but the stuff that I got was prescribed. I don't think you need a prescription for it, but it was prescribed to me by a medical professional. More what, buddy? You cannot stand on your own 2 feet. What is going on? You want milks? Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yours is cold.
He
I'm
said
sorry.
yes.
He said yes. That so last night when I went and picked him up,
I'm gonna put me on the full screen that way we don't get dinged on Facebook.
that's fine. Um, so when I went to pick him up last night, I walk in and Legend's busy playing with this toy and his little friend, and I'm like, Legend, LJ, and he's totally not paying attention and he's just busy. And then all of a sudden I touched him on his head and he looked up and he was like, oh, oh, and then he pushed the toy out of the way. He got up and came over to me and gave me the longest, biggest hug ever. That was my first time, you guys, ever away from Legend for 24 hours. Like, it was longer than 24 hours. It was
Yeah,
forever
if you
long,
guys
but it was my
go to
first
that, sorry, go ahead.
first
I
overnight ever. And so he was away from me from 10:30 in the morning from Sunday until 6 o'clock at night or 6:30 at night last night. So a day and a half. That's crazy. But he did good. He was a little fussy at night, but he's never not been with me. So, understandably so. But they said he did really good. So I was super happy for him. But he's
thank
very happy to
you,
see his mom.
and thank you, Anne, for the Cash App. Thank you so much.
He you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my goodness.
Oh, I see the wellness company. Okay. They're saying olive my pickles is great for gut health. All right, Ridgeline, we love you so much.
That's right. Ain't nothing you can do about it.
I probably
Not
should let his
one
pediatrician know
little
that,
thing.
or the his doctor know that that's what we ended up having, or I ended up having. They weren't worried about Legend. She said if he's not showing symptoms, it's fine. Um,
Yes, thank you, Ann B. Thank you.
thank you. Really appreciate that. Um, totally forgot what I was going to say.
Yeah, I got it. I got it. Thank you so much, Ann B.
That's all you sniffing your head. He said, "What are you doing, Legend?" Okay, Dozer, stop with your liquor. You've got to work on that, dude. I don't like it
He
at
can't
all, to
hold
be
his
honest.
liquor.
No,
He
he
can't hold
cannot.
his liquor.
I mean, can't even stand himself to not lick you to death. Stop. Why don't you get up on the couch and lay down? It is your bedtime. Come on, lay down. Come on, up here. Up, up. Come on, no. Well, I can't pick you up
His
anymore, so
liquor
you're
just
SOL.
goes off.
Stop! Sorry, I don't like when he licks like that. Stop it. It's gross. Well, especially after you get a bug. You don't want your dog
Oh
licking you in
man.
your face. That's disgusting.
Oh no. No, no, no. She said, "Been with you guys for years." Ah, thank you, Ann B. God bless you.
Oh, wow. She said,
Amber Rose says, "Glad you're on the mend."
yeah, I really do feel
Hippie
better. I
Mama.
definitely don't feel like I was. And I also think I have hope back. So there's that. It's really hard
You
when
have
you
what?
hope.
Oh, hope.
Yeah, when you go through
Yes.
something like
Thank you.
that and you think, well, you're starting to wonder like what could it be, and how serious can it be, and if it's life altering or not, you start to begin that it is, and it's very depressing. It's really hard to, especially if you're a getter doner or a person that's busy and likes to get up and get things done, and then you have no energy to do that. It's very defeating, guys. It's really hard to trust that the Lord knows what He's doing. Sometimes I'm not going to even lie about it, but I kept praying. I kept praying. I kept praying. I'm like, Lord, I don't know what this journey is you're taking me on, but I got to trust in you. There's got to be a silver lining in this somewhere. And sure enough, I think sometimes it's also a wake up call to know that, remind you that we are human on this earth, right? And this isn't our everlasting life here. Heaven is our everlasting life. So, um, we're not
That's
invincible, and we're never guaranteed tomorrow, and I am very thankful for each and every day that I do have with my children and uh my loved ones and stuff like that. So Yep.
Wild West, you have a blessed day. God bless you, sir. We love you. Ain't nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, so that's that, guys. That's that in a nutshell. And then Daniel Ball is out on bail. I don't know what his bail is for. I didn't look into it yet. I barely even had a chance to look at my phone. Um, and then I know
Right. That's
Sapphire
basically
Patriot and
the
them are
only.
working on Dominic Box. Um,
Yeah, they're down there in Tallahassee,
yep, they're in
Sapphire Patriot.
Tallahassee. So their goal is to get the piece of information they need. There's apparently a piece of information they need, so they know what they're working with or dealing with, and can go from there. But I'll let her handle that one because she's actually there doing it with. She's working with Allie Rose, I think her name is, and and then we have what Jeremy Brown over in Georgia.
That's what I was thinking about going to Georgia for uh, a week or two and doing like a freedom corner for Jeremy Brown over there.
Yeah.
Um,
I think that that should
I
be
think that would
implemented.
be
I think that
pretty
that would
cool.
be nice because it is what we've done for the others, and it would still give them hope. I don't know,
Right.
even just knowing that people are there. You rally online, but I don't think it's quite
Right.
the same as being there in person. And you have Benjamin Martin in California. Um,
He actually got moved
right.
facilities from where he was to. I think Oreo said like um, I want to say like closer to Sacramento area, I think, but I'm not positive on the town. Yeah, I'm not positive on that.
You need to go get your toy. Where's your toy? You have all these toys and you don't want them because Harley isn't here.
You are his toy today.
Where's your
Edward
toy?
Kelly in Tennessee, yeah.
Oh yeah, Edward Kelly in Tennessee.
And yes, Taylor Toronto is still in D.C., but Taylor's charges are from what he did after the fact. Like, so
Yeah.
he had something go on. I don't know exactly what it was. Something about Obama's house and some other stuff go on. That's why he was picked up. Yes, his J6 stuff has been pardoned, but um, but he's still facing charges for the other stuff that he did. He was out, like they wasn't even looking for him. He was in DC at Freedom Corner and then went and done something that he wasn't supposed to do, which which us me and Hippie know that he is mentally challenged severely. Like it's it's a problem. So
Mm,
um and I wouldn't say that if I didn't know, right? Like it
right.
was we was around him for what, a year and a half, you know what I mean, all the time
Yeah.
through TPC 1776, the corner, whatever.
Correct.
Um,
Hmm.
and
It's a delicate
so,
situation any way you look at it. I just think that he definitely needed help, but the stuff he's dealing with is after after J6. He
right,
does have court in May. I do believe they were able to drop some of the charges, but some of them stuck.
yeah,
Um, and there's just
that's what I
certain
heard.
things, you guys, based on what I've heard him say. I heard him on a live, like a interview from the jail. Like, there's certain things you just don't say when you're in the presence of police. I'm sorry. I disagree. If anybody thinks that's proper, I don't think you joke around about certain topics. I'm not going to go into what it is he said or didn't say. I was not there. I did not watch that live stream. Oh no, I think I did watch part of it that day actually. But I just feel like there's certain things you don't say when you're in the presence of police or a sensitive subject. Especially when please stop. Um, so anyway, moving along. But yes, he is still on the list. He is still in DC Gulag. But I do think that Like Jeremy Brown, I feel like he should be out. I don't know why he's still in. Benjamin Martin, I don't understand that situation. Edward Kelly, same thing. I haven't looked into theirs as much as I have Jeremy Brown's and Dominic Fox's. And I'm
Right.
glad to know that Sherry and them are down there for Dominic Fox. And I don't know exactly what her plan is once they're trying to focus on one J6er at a time. Um, at least that's Sherry's current mission, because you can't keep spreading yourself so thin that you can't give all the focus and undivided attention to make sure these people do get what they need to get out. Um,
Right.
so just keep praying, guys. We know that God can work any miracle. I mean, I don't care if it seems impossible or not. Um, our God is not too big. The challenge is never too big. He can handle it all. And we just have to trust that timing is everything, and that it doesn't mean give up. It doesn't mean go about your day and forget about these people. It just means that we need to focus on prayer and putting it to the Lord and saying, we don't understand that situation, but Lord, if there's any way, if there's any door you can open, if there's anything that you can, and enlighten the hearts of the prison guards and the people that are mistreating them. I think that that's the biggest situation that they're dealing with, is that they've been abused, and they're not getting the same privileges that other people are getting. And we know that prison reform as a whole needs to happen. There are people that this has happened to well before J6ers, and it's brought light to the
There's people in there
situation.
now that's going through situations
Yeah,
that they shouldn't be going through because
please
like
stop, Legend.
our
You're
justice
you're digging
system
your nails in me,
as a
son.
whole is totally messed up. Like it needs to
Yeah.
be totally redone. And
Well, you let people out that hurt people, and then they hurt people again, and then you have people that don't need to be in jail for the length that they are, and they've never done any violent thing to people, and then it's just such a, I don't even know. It's such a mess. Is what it is.
right. And B, did you mean to send that again? Because I just got another donation from you, the same
Uh-oh.
amount. Did you mean to send two of those, and B? Because I just got another one. If you didn't
Crap.
mean
I
to
haven't
send the second one, I can send it back to you.
oh, Carol Burton, sorry I missed you leaving out. If
Uh
you
oh.
might
Say what's
have
up,
Ledgman
buddy.
tested just in case. Yeah, I thought to have him tested too. I was just thinking I should probably message his provider and see what she says about that. I don't know how much they cost, because he also does not have insurance, but there's a
Okay,
reason
so
why.
she did mean to send it because she just said she donated $30 because I got one cash app for $15 and then another one for $15. I was like,
Oh, Amby, you're so
thank
sweet.
you
Thank you
so
so
much,
much.
NB.
That's great. And yeah, as far as Matthew Huddle, guys, I have not had time to look into any of that. That all came to a grinding halt when I got really sick.
Everything
So
did really like
we will have to look into what happened with Matthew Huddle. I just heard bits and pieces, but I've not seen anything that has been concrete. It does seem like there was some mm, mishandling or misguided steps. I don't know, but we'd have to do some research and see what's going on with that. And it's very, very unfortunate that he lost his life. And these J6ers that come out, I'm sure they have a target on their back, or a red flag, or when you become
I mean
difficult or somebody.
if they get pulled over by the cops, they're as soon as
So
they run their
frustrating.
name, they're they're gonna come up as some violent offender, I'm sure. You know what I mean? And what for and stuff. And it's absolutely ridiculous because as we know, like 90% of them wasn't even violent. So, but anyways,
Right.
go ahead.
Oh, that's fine.
Go ahead, Miss Sippy Mama. You're the sippiest mama ever. Did you know that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the sippiest.
Legend's
That's what.
sleeping.
Oh, really?
Hmm.
Him done went to. Oh, there's some turkeys out there. I see turkeys. I don't see no toms. There are only hens. I found more money. Laugh out loud. It's for the missing funds from the hospital or
Well,
whatever
thank
you need
you.
for. Oh, thank you so much, Anby.
That
God
was very
bless
kind
you.
of you. Yeah, it definitely helped. I was so upset when I opened my wallet because the guy was asking me about like my address and name and so he wanted me to see what my name was on certain things. It's because I guess we were having difficulty about filling out the application because I went from Lewis to Shade, even though I have not legally changed it through Social Security Administration. I've only changed it through my identification. In fact, you don't actually have to through
Oh
social,
my God.
but I might. Um,
Patriot
so
Mama
with that,
K. Sorry. Patriot Mama K just sent the remainder of the $110 to make up
you
for
guys need to stop.
the money that you lost in the hospital.
Oh, well,
God
God
bless
bless
you.
you. Thank you for making me cry again. Um,
Uh
people are
oh.
amazing. You guys are so generous.
I I don't know if that's your name on here or not, but I just got another donation from. I'm just gonna say L for $50.
Oh, bless.
God bless you.
Oh my gosh, you guys. That's amazing. Thank you
Y'all
so
are
much.
absolutely amazing.
Oh, your picture is so grainy, but I have my thing on thing. Thank you guys. You're absolutely amazing. Um, wow. I can't believe Legend went to sleep.
I I totally missed the last name on that. I would have said both the first letter and the first letter of the last name, but because I don't some like most people's name on like Cash App or whatever is different than their screen name. So then you're calling out somebody's legal name on
Right,
live stream, and
right.
it's no, that's probably not the best. But God bless you guys. Don't cry, hippie. Save that
Yeah, I
energy
saw
for something
that.
important. That's
That's
right.
so cute.
Y'all are absolutely amazing. I got to send Hippie Mama some money so she can put it on the credit card so I can get my butt in a rental car and come home. I'm ready to go home. I'm
Yeah.
going to go home and take like a week and figure everything out that we got to do to make this happen. And
Well, we ordered the credit card, the secondary credit card, so you have access to that account with that's
right,
in your name.
right.
So then you can book cars and
We ordered a
all of
media
that.
badge and the vest, and
Yeah.
I do need to get a bulletproof vest. Yeah, that's a need, especially watching Joe's stream the other day when that
Yeah, I
dude
don't know
got
if anybody watched that.
stuck.
Joe, Taco Joe, as we all fondly know him as, IRT Media,
Yeah,
on YouTube and other sources. He's also still on Rumble as what was he?
let's not say it.
Okay, yeah, on Facebook he's as IRT Media. But anyway, we all know who he is, and he's actually he's an amazing guy. I've met, we've spent a lot of time with him, and I
Oh
will
yeah.
tell you that he has given more money out than I've seen anybody else do. I was very surprised at that. Like he's treated people to dinner, and I know back in TPC, like in Hagerstown, he took us out one day. He was like, "You've never been outside of being at TPC?" I was like, "No." So he was like, "Let's go out to dinner," and so he took a bunch of people, and he's just a very good person. Um,
DC, he took us out to oysters.
yeah. He
Yeah.
so anyway, he was filming the anti-immigration protests there in LA, and I think it was day 6
Yeah, it was day
for
6, and
him.
it was a bunch of teenagers.
Yeah. So they got a little rowdy, and there was a stabbing, and he witnessed the whole thing. I actually watched it, but I didn't realize there was a stabbing until you go back and replay the video. You can see that happen. And so then the mob mentality, they all go down, they keep running, and this kid, actually, the last I heard, was in critical condition. I believe they hit him. It appeared in the kidney area. He was bleeding quite a bit. And I'm glad that Taco Joe was there, because if he had not been there, there would have been no documentation about what
No
happened.
video
So
of
I'm,
it.
um, you know, not any real footage, right? Only the footage they want to show
Right.
you. Those kids were all recording, they all had their phones out for that, but nobody would call 911. I believe it was probably the chat that ended up calling 911 and getting the
Right.
child some help. And these are children. They went from school to school trying to get them out to do this protest. And kids are kids, even if they're on the same side. I don't even know why that situation transpired, but the
Well,
last I
you can
heard, he
see
was
the
in
one guy
critical.
come out of the crowd and like try to fight the other kid, and then the other kid's friend, you just see him with a big old knife, and he said, "Boop," and got him. I
Right.
was like,
Yeah.
"Wow, like that was really really fast," you know. So, me going to protests and stuff, it's very dangerous. Like even the other day in Tallahassee, that could have went sideways. I was there by myself, and there was what 150, 200 people there. Um, and you just never know. You know what I mean? So I think the bulletproof vest thing is probably a good idea. Probably probably something to think about
Sounds
for
like Joe
sure.
has one too. Yeah. I think if you're in
Yeah.
that type of, if you're filming situations that have potential to become violent, or
Right.
pushing and shoving, and the next thing you know, something happens, then I definitely think it's advisable. I can't imagine. I mean, I don't know. I think that would be dumb of you to not be in the best situation that you can be.
Right.
And by the way, just so Ann B knows, Ann B, we did, the full amount is covered plus some, because
Yep.
there was somebody else that donated 110. So she was saying
Yeah,
that
you
she was
got to
trying
keep
to.
your head on a swivel. Ain't no doubt about that. I mean,
You
it's
do.
like that lady just
Well, I
sitting
think
there by me all
everybody's.
the whole time. It was really weird, but I mean, I really wasn't afraid of her, but she could have had a weapon on her and done harm to me. I mean, but
I think what really happens in a
yeah,
situation like that is, it's not that you would be a target that way. It's once people start pushing and shoving, and your tensions are already high. So then once you're starting getting bumped and you're in the middle of the situation, then somebody gets all pissy, and the next thing you know, something has happened. There's been a knife or
right,
anything, that's been uh so I think that that's really a lot of it too, is when you were in a tight space and there's tensions flying. Um
right.
and then you could be a target too, because you
Well,
clearly
they just
didn't
don't like you. You know
part.
what I mean?
That's
they
what I
don't
mean.
like you there. They don't want you there.
Well, they were
But
expecting you to cause the violence or the ruckus, because that's what they want to say. They always want to say, well, I don't mean always.
right.
More times than not, what I hear people say is that, oh, the Trumpers, the, pro-Americans, the, the this, that, and the other, they're the ones who come down here. Everything was fine until they came down here and they started inciting violence and, provoking us. No, I don't believe that that's true. Now, do I
And
believe
they
that's
they
true for
told me
some
that like
people?
they that lady
But
told me that day. I was only there to cause
that's
trouble
what I'm
or
saying.
whatever.
Right.
I was
Right.
like, lady, the only one here causing trouble is you. You know what I mean? You came up to me. I never went up to anybody there. And so I was just there to document what was going on. But
Right.
like all the people that was following me around or whatever, you know what I mean? They came to me. They didn't I didn't go to them and be like, "Hey, will you follow me around?" Like no, that didn't happen.
Right.
Glory be. But so it is
Hello,
probably a good
Glory be.
idea. I think we could probably go to like an army surplus or something like that and get some sort of protection than that. matter. D McLean in the house. How you doing, my brother?
Oh, wow.
And
So
everybody
Lori
else.
Lubin said the kid was 14. His brother and dad commented on Joe's live. He had surgery and had to have part of his lung removed, according to the brother.
Oh wow.
Well, so and then Lana Lewis was asking about Bible study. Um, because today is Tuesday. So
Oh,
we'll go
today is
ahead
Tuesday.
and yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll do Bible study. I haven't looked. Let me see if I have the Bible app on here. I can't remember how many verses we are on that one. Let's see. Oh,
I forgot today was even Tuesday. Is today Tuesday?
yeah,
Today's Wednesday.
today's Tuesday.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
Uh, I don't think so.
yeah, today's Tuesday.
Maybe I'm a
Why
day
wouldn't it
ahead.
be Tuesday?
I, I don't.
I know, guys. I'm looking at the Bible. I'm trying to see what John says. Right now, I'm really tired. Apparently, John. I think we're in 15. Jesus, the true
Oh,
vine,
it is
and
Tuesday.
Jesus, the
I just,
way.
I believed you, hippie. I swear I did. Big D, B for Freedom says Big D, great in Florida. I would not have had the self control to deal with that lady. Yeah, that
Maybe
was a
we're in
lot. I mean,
14.
it was definitely a lot, y'all. Like, I think my no, it's not. I was like, is my heat seater on? My heat seater. Come on, seat heater on, but it is not. It's getting warm in here. We're gonna have to
I'm gonna
figure
have to
that
look at
out.
what well, I'm trying to
My
see where we're
heavens.
at. Give me 1 second, guys. Let's see. I'm drawing a blank.
But anyhow,
Posts.
I can't remember
Um,
where Oreo told me that they moved Benjamin Martin to
oh yeah,
somewhere
so we're in 15.
northern.
So we're in John 15, and there are 27 verses in that one, so we'll cover the whole thing uh tonight. So we'll do John 15, 1 through verses 1 through 27. And it's all in red, so it's all Jesus talking. Jesus, the true vine, is the title of the first section. The world's hatred is the second one. Um, so Lana Lewis, I really appreciate your reminder as always. You're such a blessing. But
I
yes, it
totally
looks
forgot
like
it
that
was
that is
even.
the
I was like, my
looks
heavens,
like that is the
this
case.
thing is blowing straight hot air. Why? Wow.
I wish you luck, my dude.
I'm gonna let you talk for a minute. I gotta roll down my window because I am burning up in here. Hold on.
You say that without notice. um, Another thing I wanna go back to the comments, guys. Sorry. Okay, there we go. All right. Oh yeah, you're welcome, guys. Oh, I'm gonna rest, guys. Trust me, I'm doing it very little. It's taken me a little bit last night and this morning. I almost have the dishwasher unloaded, so it's taken me some time to do that. I did get a load of laundry started. Um,
She don't never
I would love.
rest, guys. I'm telling you right now. It don't
That's all
ever
I've
happen.
done. Don't even start. That's not true. That's all I've done.
Hmm.
But um, and I made legend food, so we gotta feed the boy. So
Yeah.
yeah, so we
It's
will do Bible
28
study
degrees and
tonight.
I'm burning
I think
up
we're
in
gonna
here.
do a let's say what did we do last week? Was it 8 p.m.?
I think so.
Let me look. Um, I'm looking. If somebody could drop it in the chat. What was I asking?
I think it was 8 or 8:30, something like that.
8. I'm going to look now. All right. Okay, come on. View channel. Oh, there we go.
Y'all don't
Posts.
forget to hit that like button. I don't know how many likes we are up to, but let's get them likes up there, y'all.
Oh yeah, we
Everybody
did
smash it.
8:30.
D McLean says I
Maybe
think it was
8.
8:30.
Maybe 8:30 would work. I don't know. What do you guys think? Tamara, I see you. She's like, Lana, can you see me? I can see
Oh,
Lana
I
and
can
I can
see
see Tamara.
you, Tamara Root. Thank you for joining us. Welcome in.
um,
I usually try to call out everybody. I just forget. No, forget. Just miss their comments.
let's do 8:30, I
Oh
guess.
my goodness.
Because that way, if he's asleep, he should be asleep by then, I hope. So I can get him back on a schedule because they had him a little bit on off schedule, but that is okay. He seemed to be well taken care of. Like I said, we're invited to a little Valentine's Day party on Friday over there for the kids.
D McLean says he should be home by then.
Okay. That'd be awesome. Well, yeah, we'll do 8:30 tonight on Dee's channel, probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, that's that.
Maybe we'll have. Maybe we can do a little research and
I don't know why
get
Lana
more
can't see
more
Tamara. That's weird.
info on the J6ers. But I would like to go do something like that for like Jeremy Brown. You know what I mean? In Atlanta, go and
Yeah.
go
I
down there
hear
and
that Atlanta is a really bad jail.
do a like a freedom corner type of situation for him.
Yeah.
Um,
But I've not gotten an update on from my son. Somebody was asking a while ago in the chat. I haven't my phone is in use, so I'll have to see what's going on. I don't know if Facebook's doing here.
Tamara says that's weird. I don't know why they cannot see each other. Glory be. She's buzzing around in my chat. She's buzzing around in the chat, y'all. Glory be is just buzzing on around. Oh, is Legend still on your his groceries?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll just leave it like it is. I was gonna let everybody see you.
Yep.
Just buzzing on around. She's like, bzz, bzz, bzz.
Okay, 4 hours ago, Josh posted she's doing better. They lowered the liters on the high flow oxygen from 14 to 8, and she's been getting antibiotics. She hasn't had a fever in 2 days. She's still struggling with drinking and eating on her own, but overall, she's doing better. Uh,
Well, that's good.
she ended up with another fever, so
Oh, well, that's not good.
yeah.
Glory B
Apparently,
says
he was
buzz
like,
buzz.
actually, never mind. She has a fever again. That was 3 hours ago. So
Dang.
I told him it would probably be a few days based on her being on high flow oxygen like that.
Yeah. I don't think they could just take her off of that. You know what I mean? Just
No, no, they wean them down. They always do by
get
two
her to
liters at a
go
time.
down.
I'm a professional in that category.
Are you?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Just because of Mandy, I had a lot of experience with that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Honk honk. Troll Slayers in the chat. See, I forget to call out everybody. Jays. Jays. I'm sure some things will be kicking off there where we're at, somewhere around there to go put them on live stream.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just checking my thing. So yeah, that's
Oh,
it.
really?
That's all I got for him.
You got? That's all you got?
Yeah.
I thought you had all the news, hippie.
No,
Yes, hippie mama.
I've barely even been able to look at my phone. So there's that.
Well,
We're getting
heck.
snow. It's not snowing
Yeah.
yet, but it should be soon.
I got my air conditioner going, y'all, and it is 29 degrees outside.
So
It
thank
got
you
a
guys
little
so
hot in
much.
here.
God bless you.
That's right.
You're so amazing. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off because
It's not going to be a quiet 4 years. I hear you. Donald Trump is on a mission, y'all. There is no doubt about that. He is definitely on a mission. Are y'all ready for the snow to hit?
mm,
I I don't know where I'm going to hit it at, but
I
I'm
haven't
sure
looked at the
somewhere
radar.
between here and home. So, what do you guys think about us going to like? Well, I don't. I would like it if you went with me. That would be awesome. Go to Hotlanta and go do like a Freedom Corner type of situation for a little bit down there.
Well, unfortunately, I have responsibilities.
I understand you got Leah, but
Just
what
the
does the
storm.
chat say about it? What does the chat say about it?
I don't know why you guys were under a storm warning because it's not even down there, over there in Chicago, Daddy.
Uh, they're asking on Rumble, Hippie Mama, what is your Facebook name?
Adria Shade. Adria, and then Shade. Daddy, did you hear me?
Oh, Jerry said it's snowing in her
My
house. What,
God.
babe? What did you say, babe?
I said it's not in Chicago.
What's not in
Oh,
Chicago?
so the other thing I know what to talk about. There's no snow near Chicago.
Oh, well,
I don't know why they're
shit.
saying that where you are because it's nothing.
I don't know. The reader
It,
boards are saying it.
probably because you're going east, so it's just warning you that it's en route. It's just like when you type in direction and it says that you're on a winter storm warning route.
Yeah.
Yeah, so uh
Sure, I'll hit some somewhere. If not, that'll be cool.
now in Tuesday at 11 p.m., so tonight, right? 2 a.m. It looks like it starts hitting Chicago at about 3, 4 a.m.
Oh.
and that is another winter storm warning. So basically, that's another winter storm. So there's a system that's moving through now. It's huge, by the way. And this one kind of merges with it and then comes from the west into the east.
Dang, I'm
Um,
gonna be cleaning my truck out in the snow, y'all.
so
Grr.
yeah, and it's actually a pretty good storm. It looks like you're gonna be in the thick of it.
That's awesome. I don't wanna do that. I'll just leave all this stuff in here and go home. The next driver that gets in here can have it. What do you think?
They're saying you're under a winter storm watch, but it could be 6 or more inches.
I've got a
So
year's worth of stuff in here. My heavens.
there you have it. And there was something you were asking.
She
Sorry.
said, they said, what's your name again? It's Adria Shade on Facebook. Adria Shade. Kind of like a shade
Oh,
tree.
thank you.
Yeah, shade tree. Uh oh. It's all Lori's fault? Oh, man. I thought it was Carol's fault.
I appreciate it, Patriot Mama. She said you should take some time off and rest.
Yeah,
Yeah, Bible
you need to
study
get your.
isn't too tasking, really.
When when Legend takes him a nap. Oh, he's taking a nap right now. Babe, get off here and go to sleep.
I already said I was trying to get off here, but you weren't
All right.
reading
Bye
in
bye bye.
between.
We love you.
Bye, I love you too.
We love you, Hippie Mama. We are so glad you're out of the hospital and that that you are not gonna have to deal with this much longer.
Right. I hear you.
And that God's got us. God's got us, Hippie.
He does.
Okay.
Every time. All right.
All right. We
Love you
love you.
guys.
Ain't nothing you could do about it, Sippy Mama.
Bye.
Yes, Sippy Mama. She's the she's the coolest Sippy Mama out there, y'all. Did y'all know that? Yeah, the coolest. Yeah, what do you guys think we should do? You think we should go to Atlanta and do or to wherever Jeremy Brown is and do like a Freedom Corner type of situation? Sorry, I wasn't looking at the chat after I asked that. I think it would be very cool to do something like that. Um, it'd probably just be me, but hey, one is better than none. Yes, yes. I see a couple of yeses. Renee says yes. Lana says I think it would be awesome. Hit me up. Do you have plans in the making? Oh, okay. Glory be. I will check you out on that one. For sure. You're supposed to get snow in southeast Colorado. Oh man, I'd ride along and watch. That's right. Yo, I gotta turn my air conditioner off. It's getting cold in here now. That's the problem in this truck. Like in just about all the semi trucks. I don't know if other drivers have this problem or whatever, but for some reason it's either freezing or it's way too hot. I don't know why. There's no in between. Not one lick. But it didn't take long to cool down in here, that's for sure. But I think it would be pretty cool to do something like that. Drive down to Atlanta or wherever he's at. I heard it's close to Atlanta, but and do like a Freedom Corner type of situation there, and let them know that we're still out here and we still ain't giving up on you. You know, I think that would be very cool to do. But first, I gotta get home and see how my hippie mama's doing. Help her get things in order there at the house and get some things or in order with my all my different channels, and then jump in the fire feet first. Get her done. I think it would be. I think it's gonna work out, but it's very scary. But my boss man did say, he stressed it to me a couple different times, if it doesn't work, you know, that I will always have a job waiting for me right here where I'm working at right now. So, but I think it'll work. I think it will. Everything's gonna be fine. Oh man, Rumble just told me that Master Grifter started streaming live on Rumble just now. That's wild. Oh wow, sure, that's crazy. That is wild because of what they do to the water. What do they do to the water? All I know is when I was in jail in West Virginia, I had to drink water out of my hands. I didn't have a cup to drink out of. Miss Dixie, Miss Dixie's in the house. How you doing, Miss Dixie? Good. Just afternoon to you. Man, we've already been live for 2 hours, y'all. 2 hours and 10 minutes to be exact. Do I know Grinding Gears on YouTube? I haven't heard of them yet. No, I have not heard of them yet. Hello to everybody watching on Facebook. I cannot see your comments today. Sorry about that, but when I'm on StreamYard, I can only see Rumble and no notification, Dixie. I can only see Rumble and YouTube on StreamYard, and not Facebook. But if I'm on Prism, I can only see Facebook and YouTube and not Rumble. So that's weird. They always leave one out. Pretty soon, y'all will be streaming on X and Twitch and all of them all at the same time. All platforms. And the only one that is going to stay Master Grifter is the Rumble channel, y'all. She said, I guess I don't have Twitch. I guess I better download it. That's right. Sugar Bear, hello over on Rumble. How you doing? Hello, hello. Susan on Rumble. How many people we got over there on Rumble? Yes, Bible study tonight, 8:30. Yes, Bible study tonight at 8:30. Eastern time, yes, 8:30 Eastern time. Mark your calendars. Miss Hippie will be holding a Bible study tonight, y'all. 27 on Rumble, man, we're killing it over there. Killing it over there. Y'all been showing up over there. I need to get some mods over there. I think Eastbound and Down's a mod over there, but I don't know. I can't remember. Sugar Bear says I see 25. Susan says 28. Is Lori leaving? Lori, God bless you. Thanks for hanging out with us and everything else you do. Rumble is better, anyways. I see. I have my only issue with Rumble is it's just like it just seems like they need to do some updates to it. It keeps changing numbers. Yeah, I don't know why. Um, but and then and then if you don't have YouTube and only Rumble, for some reason everybody like a lot of people like YouTube and they're not going to move from YouTube to Rumble. But yes, Wild West, we are on our way to get out of this thing. Looks like I'll be cleaning my truck out when it's snowing. They do need to do some upgrades. That's my only issue with Rumble. I think it's not as user friendly, let's say. Dixie went over onto Rumble. Is that Smurfette on Rumble? Oh, hello, hello. Y'all, it is so windy out here right now. And I got like 10,000 pounds in the box back there. Kathy, you like Rumble? Yeah, it's not too bad, but then it just has its different I just don't think it's as user friendly as YouTube, right? For some reason, I have a hard time uploading videos to there. I don't know why. Um, it just seems like it's not as user friendly for some reason. I don't know why. Jay Burgers over there. Hello, hello. Entry and Sons Trucking. I may have heard of them. Jay Burgers, I'm not sure. Hello from Indiana. Sugar Bear says, I like Rumble too. I mean, I don't dislike it. I just think they need to do a lot of updates to it. And they may have been doing some, I don't know for sure. What's my YouTube channel? My YouTube channel is 1776 MG Media 1. 1776 MG Media, like as in Master Grifter, MG Media. Yippers. I only got 397 miles to go, y'all. They got me loaded at like 2:30 this morning, you guys. I was not happy. I'll look him up. I'll look him up, Wild West. Appreciate you for dropping that in the chat over there, Miss Dixie. Uh oh. What's wrong with your eyes, Dixie? What's wrong with your eyes? Well, y'all, I think we're going to jump off of here and you guys stay tuned for this evening. We will be back live doing the Bible study. So, on all three channels on YouTube, Rumble, and on Facebook. Um, so, stay tuned for that. Like I said, y'all, we are 100% viewer funded. So, any donations you guys do give through Cash App or any of the other donation links is greatly appreciated. God bless each and every one of you. I'm going to give you guys a few minutes to say your goodbyes. I think we're going to jump off of here and drive across the middle of nowhere because that's where I'm at today. We're headed home, y'all. We're headed home. 8:30 p.m. Eastern time, y'all. Eastern time Bible study tonight. Oh yeah, Susan, I will have a good trip. Just out here cruising along, just getting her done. Aw, shit, y'all. It's the cops. Aw, shit. It's the cops. Right there he goes. There he goes. Good thing we wasn't speeding. Uh, if it's 8:30 Eastern time, I believe it would be 5:30 Pacific time. Jose, I believe 5:30 Pacific time in California, uh, 8:30 Eastern time. So I believe it's 3 hours difference. And B, thank you for the donations today, and Patriot Mama K, and I believe it was Lori that sent the other donation. You guys are absolutely amazing, and thanks to everybody else who has just hung out in the chat with us today. Um, you guys are absolutely, absolutely amazing. Jersey J, how you doing? Um, we are gonna jump off of here and head off towards Chicago. I'm gonna try to not deliver this load today. I'm gonna try to just go to the yard and drop it, and somebody else can go deliver it. Oh yeah, Jersey J, we are always blessed for sure. Um, then I'll start cleaning out my truck tonight, get a rental car in the morning, and go home. We'll be on another mission. So y'all stay tuned. Like I said, for this evening, we're gonna be back live for Bible study, 8:30 Eastern time. Y'all be blessed. Stay nutty. As always, don't do nothing I wouldn't do. So your options are pretty much open. Uh, Me too, Glory be. I'm excited. I'm like overly excited and a little stressed, but overly excited, right? Y'all be good. Stay nutty. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do. So your options are pretty much open. We love each and every one of you. Ain't nothing you can do about it. This is the Big D and Hippie Road Show, and we are over and out, y'all.